After I committed adultery, my pastor called me into his office and placed me on what he called a restoration plan. It included accountability and counseling. I even had to confess what had happened to some of the other male leaders in the church. To my pastor's credit, he genuinely tried to keep me close and walk with me through the process. But even after I completed the process, something was still off in me. I was too ashamed even to look anyone in the eye. It felt like the entire church knew my situation and was quietly judging me. The spotlight I had once desired had shifted and was now shining on my sin, and slowly I began to pull away. What was originally supposed to be a 12-month restoration process ended up lasting for 10 years of my life. Initially, I told myself I wasn't walking away from God, just the church. I convinced myself I needed space to get my life together, but underneath, I was bitter, disillusioned, and nursing the wounds of dreams that had died. I had spent so much of my life trying to become the next T.D. Jakes, and now that this vision was shattered, I felt like I had nothing left to live up to. So I redirected my energy. If I couldn't rebuild my reputation, I would rebuild my body. The gym became my new sanctuary. I worked out 5 days a week with religious discipline. To say I was feeling myself would be an understatement. For the first time in a long time, I felt like I was gaining something back. The attention, the affirmation, the admiration I once sought from the church stage, I was now finding in the gym mirror and in the eyes of others. What I didn't realize then was that I had simply traded one stage for another. I had stopped caring about keeping up my Christian appearance. The mask was off. The persona I had fought so hard to protect no longer mattered. I was all in, and I couldn't care less what anyone thought, especially the church folks. This new hunger for escape, for pleasure, for validation drove me into places I'd never thought I'd go. One night, I stumbled across the profile of a young woman online. She was provocative, and she wasn't hiding the fact that she'd offered companionship for a price. Desperation drowned out discernment, and before long I was behind the wheel, driving to the hotel where she stayed. Now, this wasn't just any hotel. Its reputation was an open secret in the city, a place where shadows lingered longer than light, and transactions happened in whispers behind closed doors. I pulled into the lot, my heart pounding against my ribcage. I told myself I was in control, even as my hands trembled as I tried to shut the door. Instead of taking the elevator, I chose the stairs, hoping the climb would make me less noticeable, less exposed. Each step echoed louder than the last, as if announcing my shame to the walls themselves. When I finally reached her floor, the air felt heavy. Time seemed to slow down. Every detail felt amplified. The smell of stale smoke in the air, the flicker of dim hallway lights, the feel of worn carpet beneath my shoes. It felt as if the whole building knew I didn't belong there, as if the hallway itself was warning me to turn back, but I kept walking. I scanned the numbers on the doors, searching for hers, until at last I turned the corner. That's when I saw him, a man, walking toward me from the far end of the hallway. At first, he was just a shadow in the distance, but as he drew closer, my pulse quickened. Then with an eye shot, recognition hit like a freight train. I wasn't supposed to see anyone I knew here, especially not him.